expect nothing more. True savages of the podcasting game. It's a Super Ugly Show. How are you? Hi. Hi. Oh, it's Tuesday. Holy shit! Fucking Richie, Super Ugly Show. Yo. What'd you expect, motherfucker? Me, Richie. Not you, asshole.
This is the Super Ugly Show.
You're fucking damn right it is, Richie. You're an animal. You're an animal.
Camel toe is in. I'm telling you,
not.
Rocky, it is.
You're a fucking mental patient.
Camel toe is in.
Fuck you guys. Super Ugly Show.
You know, a lot of people don't like Rocky. That's part of the show. It's part of my thing. Come on, no. No. Come on.
I'm here to piss off people. How valuable is human life, really?
Yeah. Fucking Rocky.
Yes!
Just say this.
I gave up on jerking off.
Yeah, can't
fucked. I am fucked.
Just say this.
Super Ugly Show.
What up, everybody? Tuesday night Super Ugly Show. Of course, I am your favorite host of all time, Rocky. And COVID Rich is back.
Hey. Hi.
What
How
up,
are you?
What up, Rich? You got the vid? We're calling it the vid now that the new Kevin Hart stand-up's out.
The vid?
Yeah, the vid is going to take off. The vid 19?
Vid 19. What is that?
Vid 19.
What is vid supposed to stand for?
It's short for COVID.
Oh. I thought it was just the Rona.
No.
No? I thought that's what everybody.
No. Kevin Hart's new stand-up came out last night on Netflix, which I highly recommend if you're a Kevin Hart person. I wasn't at first. His last few specials won me over. A couple of his movies won me over, so I went back and gave him a fair chance, and I absolutely adore Kevin Hart's stand-up and everything he does.
Adore?
Yeah, he's one of my favorite people working today in entertainment. Him, The Rock's up there. Like, you know, typically they're not going to miss. You know, like, it's very rare The Rock puts out something that's not watchable. Kevin Hart, not as consistent as far as watchability goes on movies and shit like that.
Soul Plane, yeah.
What?
Soul Plane, yes.
Well, that was his first literally ever thing ever. So you can chalk that up to inexperience.
Yeah.
But
What's up, rude guy? I already said hi to everybody else.
Rude
except
Guy,
for
Frankie, Dave
Cindy.
Turner.
Cindy and Dave Turner.
Some new names in here. Rude Guy and Dave Turner. Dave Turner, he's new? He's not new. I recognize that name, right?
I don't know.
Who's that guy that was writing in the Super Ugly group that literally no one uses ever?
Which one?
The one that you have that just sits there idly, and the only time you post something is Tuesday. Like all your social media when it comes to Super Ugly, the only time you post is Tuesdays.
Me.
But he wrote something. Meh. He's the one in charge of the brand shit, and he's giving meh. That's why I have to make up all.
You have another group, don't you?
Yeah, I shouldn't have to. That's the point.
Yeah, but you like posting stuff, so that's why it's there. Go ahead.
Yeah, you like posting stuff too, just nothing to do with the show.
Well, I post my business stuff. Go ahead. What were you saying, buddy?
Yeah. But yeah, Kevin Hart's new stand-up came out. We watched it last night. Fucking dropped at 3 o'clock our time. And I just
3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah, I wish. In the morning.
Really?
Yeah, and I was up anyway.
Of course you were.
Well, you know, this not working thing's got my fucking clock all fucked up.
Yeah. You're
All
not fucking
fucked
working.
up.
You're talking shit about me. You should be posting everything all day.
Who was here last week running the fucking ship while you were gone?
What do you mean? I was on the phone with you the whole time, bro.
Yeah, but...
And this asshole, he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to show up this week.
And even if you weren't on the phone, would business have been handled regardless?
I don't know.
Nah, yeah. The fucking workhorse of this goddamn brand. Used to be you. You were the driving force behind this whole Super Ugly thing, and now it's all on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to pass the torch.
Passed it. So there was no torch passing. You dropped it on the floor and like kicked it away from you.
Yeah.
And then I ran over and was like, "No, we love this thing. Remember, we love this brand." And you were like, "Yeah, kind of." And I picked it up, and now I'm the fucking cheerleader and CEO, president, vice president.
Yeah.
What do you think about this Cuomo guy about having only 10 people at your Thanksgiving dinner?
He can suck my balls. I mean, my Thanksgiving's small anyway. I mean, we barely have 10 to begin with.
Yeah, but who is he to tell anybody that, you know?
Like, he can go fuck himself. Like, first of all, you remember what state you're in? Like, New York is going to be like, well, Cuomo said 10.
Yeah.
He said 10.
Yeah, so we're not gonna do that.
Also, we're a state of, and I'd like to give confidence to a good portion of the state of not being rats.
Yeah.
Because it's seen as like one of the lowest possible things you can be in this state. Other states, not so much. They love to tell on people, and but in New York, there's this thing of you're a rat, and if people find out you're a rat, they automatically
leave
go,
you alone.
Yeah, I'm never going to talk to you, trust you, give you any info, nothing. Like even if you don't even do any dirt,
No, it's
you're
not,
still like, yeah,
it's not even worth having a conversation
you're
with
a big
him.
mouth. Like you have a fucking, you're the news basically. Fuck you. We don't need you around.
Yeah.
So New York is going to be like, yeah, you can set it to 3. We don't give a fuck you. We'll do what we want, asshole.
Yeah.
Like, go fuck yourself. He's a real piece of shit. He really is. He's garbage. I don't know how he got voted. Is this his first term?
I'm not sure. I know that there will be an election in 2 years to see if they want to keep him or not. I don't think he's going to wind up staying.
There's
but
no way him or de Blasio make it to the next one.
I have this thing here. It said, do not accept another lockdown. With 99% survival rate, we have the right to fight back. Do not close your business. Do not stop seeing your family. If you are afraid to live your life because you might die, then you have already died.
Oh, that's a little much. I mean, this thing is a real thing, and the numbers have been spiking the past couple weeks and days.
Of course.
And, it's not like it's gone away completely.
But
like, I get it. Like, I don't want to live in fear, and I want to just be normal. I get that, and I'm in a rush to get there too. But, like,
this is, how much of your life are you going to shut off to this thing?
well, you kind of have to though.
No.
If you want it to go away without a fucking vaccine, there's really not much else you can do.
This is not going away.
Eventually, it will. Things go away.
Hope, but I mean, the flu doesn't go away. I mean, this might
isn't
be
a flu. Like this is like swine. This is like SARS or
You think
shit
so,
like,
though?
Yeah, it's something like that. Where like we just have to ride it out, and eventually it'll kill itself off.
See, I beg to differ because I just don't see this thing going anywhere. How did all of a sudden the cases start spiking? I just think
How all of a sudden? Because the Lakers win a championship and there's 100,000 people out in Los Angeles dancing in the streets. The president loses an election and there's 100,000 people who are happy and 100,000 people who are pissed off out marching. That's how. People don't want to fucking listen.
I guess. I don't think this thing is going
And then
anywhere.
you get the stubborn people that I'm not wearing a mask. Really? Like, all right, tough guy.
Yeah.
Like,
I
none
wear
of
a
us
mask.
want to do it. None of us are like, yay, we get to wear a mask. No one wants to do it. But you do it because just fucking do it and this thing will get through it. But you're sitting there being a fucking hard ass, like, all right, you can't be told what to do. All right,
Yeah.
outlaw.
How
Watch
much-
out for fucking James Dean over here.
How effective do you think the mask is?
I think it's effective in stopping the spread more than it could be. Like in tight spaces, like subways, buses, like at the store. Just keep your fucking distance. I don't
Yeah.
see the need for it there, but whatever. Like, I'll wear it because, I'm a team player. I want to get through this thing and go back to normal.
Yeah.
So I'll fucking do it. Am I happy about it? No. Do I want to wear a mask? No. Do I
Yeah.
want my kids to have to wear one? No.
It sucks that they have to wear them in school for like 8 hours straight. That's and
They
they have.
don't. My son is in there. He wears it in the hallway. He takes it off at his desk.
Oh, they do.
That's it. The bus in the hallway. That's all he wears it for. Every
I mean,
school's different. Though.
Yeah,
I can only speak for my sons.
In my daughter's school, they gotta wear it.
The whole time.
Yeah, they have the mask breaks, but yeah,
Do they have the stupid plastic things on their desks?
no,
See, then I don't know why they don't have that
yeah, I don't know. It's stupid.
class system. I
Yeah.
Get it. I got it. You gotta get out of that district, bro.
Yeah, I know. What are you gonna do?
Hope that you get out of that district before they hit high school. That's what I hope.
No, I know.
It's fucking ugly over there. It is,
Why?
what do you mean?
You want to tell me why?
You know why?
You want to explain it?
Nope.
Okay.
Gordon Heights. The name alone, like people that don't even live in New York, like if you hear the name Gordon Heights, they probably think you live in like Brooklyn or like Queens. You know what I mean? Just because that name doesn't belong on Long Island.
Yeah.
Like every other place is an Indian name, Massapequa, Patchogue, You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then you got Gordon Heights.
Yeah. Yeah, my neighborhood is a little on the
Yeah.
rougher side.
Yeah, we'll say it's on the rougher side. Then it is what it is. But hey, what are you gonna do?
Home
right?
sweet home.
You're there already. Home sweet home, huh? Is that what we're calling it now?
I guess.
You guessed right, my friend.
What up, Frankie? What's the fucking deal?
What the hell? We started on something though, and then we fucking drifted. Wait, what did we start on?
No, we were talking about I don't know, my shortcomings of the show and the virus. That's about
That's it. That's all we got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. How's everybody doing? How was
And
your week?
Cuomo.
Yeah, fuck Cuomo. Fuck Cuomo. That guy's an asshole. Like, fuck him. And you know what? Why we're on politics, I guess.
Yeah,
we
might
brought
as well
up a
keep it here
politician.
for.
All you Trump people, move on. You lost. Like, move on.
Yeah.
Like
It's kind of sad now.
The thing's not going back. They're not gonna redo the vote. Like, you lost. Move
Yeah.
the fuck on.
Yeah.
Like, I would.
Are they still holding on
Oh,
to
there's
it?
still people still tweeting. Look, the votes are this and that. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you lost. Move on.
Yeah. And they're showing like how the computer was manipulated, and it's like,
It's such reaching now.
even
it's
if
such
it
reaching.
was, it's done.
It's over. It's over.
Nobody's
Johnny.
gonna elect.
Nothing is over. Fucking the Trump people are Rambo, and the other guys are fucking the captain or whatever the fuck he was.
I don't want to see him go out like that, but why don't you just run in another 4 years?
Because then he'll be what, 78? He'll be Biden's age then.
Really?
Or is it, yeah, he'll be 76 or 78 somewhere like in that ball.
Fuck.
And you know what? Don't run again. Start prepping Don Jr. to run.
Yeah, there you go.
Don Jr., I would actually get out and vote for him.
Really?
Absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
the way he talks and the way he thinks, he's not ultra right. Like, he's a rational thinker. Like, he's not one of these people that are just going to be slapped with a label and go, well, now I'm just running this course because that's a label I have. He doesn't come across to me that way. He's more of he's an educated person. Like, he grew up being Donald Trump's son, so he went to the best schools,
Yeah.
and the best colleges. He's not a stupid kid. Neither is his daughter. Like, none of his kids are dumb. Like, everyone looks at their dad and goes, well, that they must be. No, they're not like him. And, yeah, he shoots animals. Whatever. So do other people. Like, if that's the worst thing that he does, whatever. But he's a smart fucking guy. If you actually listen to him speak, he's really fucking smart. And he takes no bullshit like his dad, though. That's the other. Like, he has his dad's best traits and almost none of his worst traits.
Okay.
So, like, I think he'd be a great person for the Republicans to start grooming and prepping for the next election.
Yeah.
Maybe not the next one.
You know what
maybe
it is,
the one
though? It's like-
after it
it's
because
like,
you don't want another Trump.
Why do you
in
want
there.
this? Why do you want that fucking job? It's such. You got to think
Because
how
it's-
much of a
because,
pain in
dude,
the ass. I
talk
know.
about alpha male
I know.
of them
I know.
all. You are the leader of the free world.
I know. It's fucking
Like,
nuts.
Trump only wanted it so he could say, I'm the motherfucker. There's no top to that. Like,
Yeah.
there's no surpassing that. Like,
Yeah.
once you are president, it's only down
Yeah,
from there.
Of course.
Yeah, like, there's literally nothing you can do.
The probably the above that or like equal to that would be like, oh, I'm the king or the queen of England.
Even that, no, because that's a pointless fucking thing.
Yeah, I know, but at least you
Like-
stay on that royals.
Yeah, if it was the 1700s, that might equate. But,
But I'm
now,
saying,
like, the
what
royal
else-
family is literally the most meaningless thing in the planet.
what else is there
There's
on that
no
level?
one on that level because the United States president has become
Yeah.
the top DOG. There's nothing bigger than that.
Mm.
Like, the United States, as much as other countries don't like to admit it, the world revolves around what the United States does. That's why they're so invested into our politics, into our business, into everything that we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Like Patrice said, we don't know nothing about other countries. Name another president from another country. You couldn't. But everybody knows Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Barack Obama. Everybody
course.
knows Bush. Everybody on the planet
Yeah.
knows our president. And you couldn't pay me to name one other president in this world. Putin.
Yeah.
That's the only one I could probably name.
Yeah. And King Jong-un.
Yeah, but he's a dictator. I mean, so is Putin,
Same
kind of.
shit.
Yeah, Putin. I don't think he was. I think he just like one day woke up and was like, I'm the leader now. Deal with it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's it. That's top thing. There's
What did you think about the Chinese government and and Biden's son, the meth head, involved with the Chinese government and all that stuff.
They all do it. That was just a thing for Trump and his supporters to be like, look, this is the guy.
Yeah.
Look at the kid he raised. All right, but everyone's got a black sheep in their family. There's literally a movie about a guy running for president, or what was he running for? Governor with Chris Farley?
Yeah.
Like, it's literally a movie about that.
Yeah.
And that's who Biden's son was. He was the Farley character, just
Black
not as
sheep.
funny.
Yeah.
He probably is hilarious
probably
if you're
is.
around him. He's probably a fucking hoot.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
You know, he knows how to party.
Yeah, he's smoking fucking meth or
You
crack
know?
or whatever the fuck he was
Whatever
doing.
he's doing, but, he's living it up. Yeah, but, like, so what?
Yeah.
Like, I looked at that, too, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you think? Fucking Trump's got no fucking skeletons in the closet, but
Yeah.
fucking Clinton had a girl blowing him in the Oval Office, an intern.
Yeah.
All right? Like, he's not running for president. He's the president's son. Like, what are you going to do? And he's a grown man.
Yeah. Listen, Jeebus the God, saying that you've met Tommy Dreamer. I
Yeah.
call him Mr. Dreamer.
Yeah,
That's not that.
We call him Tommy because he's a friend of ours.
Yeah, that's not really a real big, like, on the accomplishment list. It's not very.
Yeah, when I met Tommy Dreamer for the first time, because it's been several times at this point that I've spoken to him. It's not even meeting anymore. But the first time I met him, I was like, "Hey, Tommy, how you doing? Can you take a picture with my son?"
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the excitement level I had of. And Tommy's a great guy. Don't get me wrong.
Of course.
But
Of
when
course.
like meeting wrestlers,
Yeah, it's not
like unless you meet like Flair, and even then, like you've met him, right?
Flair.
Were you really like taken back? Like, oh my
No.
God, that's
Flair,
Ric Flair.
Hogan, The Rock,
Austin.
and Austin.
And The Rock, probably out of all of them, you'd be most starstruck.
Yeah, because he's accomplished in outside of the ring as well. But other than those four, I mean, I'm not gonna have any kind of fucking starstruckness of any sorts.
Like maybe 10 years ago when I met Hogan, I would have been like, holy shit,
It's
like, this is-
Hogan.
like now that the older I get,
Yeah, just like,
I'm just like, if I saw him, I'd
what's
be
up?
like, oh, that's cool. I met Hulk Hogan.
what up, Hogan?
Like,
How
there's-
are you, bro?
There's literally one person on the planet that I would be like, holy fuck, I would not know.
Stallone.
Two people.
Stallone.
Stallone and Michael Jordan. But
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's such a cocksucker, from what I hear, that he wouldn't even give a normal person like me the time of day. So, like, and I would be like, good for you. You shouldn't give me the time. Like, why?
Yeah, yeah.
Why should he?
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, but
Who am I?
Stallone, I would be like, oh my, like I'd be like a girl with the Beatles.
Yeah.
I really would.
Yeah,
He
or
would
like-
hate us because it would just
God.
be non-stop Rocky things. Non-stop.
It
And you
would
know
be
he's heard
annoying.
it all for decades. He's
Yeah.
like, I get it, Rocky. I know. I'm Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
There's that Seinfeld episode where he's going to meet Jerry Lewis for the first time. And George is like, well, he had these handcuffs that used to be Jerry Lewis's. And he's like, this is my in. When I meet Jerry, I'm like, look, I got these handcuffs. And George is like, no, you have the same name.
Yeah.
So if I meet Stallone, I'll be like, hey, I'm Rocky.
Yeah.
Were you named after the movies? Oh, no, not at all. I'm Rocky, and you were Rocky, so, hey, we should be,
Yeah, we're cool.
We're besties
Yeah.
now, right?
I know. I talked to your brother on Instagram.
I do. Me and Frank, we got a great relationship.
Take it back.
There's been a few
Do-do-do-do.
conversations I've had with Frank. He's a nice guy. He is. Swell
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. So.
Ah, man. Yeah, right. What else? I had some other shit I wrote. Oh, me and my daughter and her boyfriend and my wife. I was laughing the hardest because, me and my sick, demented mind.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know how it came up. But then we started talking about Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking, the guy
Yeah.
in the wheelchair.
Of
completely immobile, like just stuck.
Yeah.
Wait,
hold on. Before you even go on this subject, talking about your daughter's boyfriend, I heard that your daughter, he wound up listening to the show.
Oh, no, he's a huge fan. He listens every week.
But he wound up hearing that I wanted to fuck him in his ass, and he was like,
yeah.
"I don't want to meet your uncle."
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, "I don't want to get fucked in my
when
ass."
I walked upstairs, he was here, and he was like, "So, you're gonna rape me?" I was like, "I'm not gonna rape you." He's like, "Oh no, Richie." I was like, "Well, he's not gonna rape you yet."
Yeah.
I was like, "Not yet. You
Yeah.
haven't given him a reason to." I was like, "Give him a reason."
Yeah.
And but he's a good sport. He is. He's a great kid. He's probably listening now. If he's not, either way, when he does
And I
listen.
was like, "I don't want to get raped."
Yeah.
And then
Well,
I don't think anybody's like, yeah. I mean,
maybe a gay guy who walks into prison. He's like, ooh, can't wait to get raped. He's like, I heard you guys do a lot of raping in here. This is my
Yeah.
favorite place to be then.
I'm gonna walk to this place fucking backwards with my
just-
pants pulled
that's
down.
it. It was fucking butt cheeks spread open, already lubed up, ready to go.
Oh, that's sick.
I met Vince Vaughn once. I was so nervous I had to climb him like a jungle gym. Wait, I said
What?
I'd climb him like a jungle gym. He's supposed to be like a huge guy too, Vince.
Yeah, he's like probably like my size.
Yeah, he's super tall and
Yeah.
like, I imagine he'd be a nice guy. Maybe
Yeah.
not though.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, but you know what though? If that guy acted like a dick to me, Vince Vaughn, I'd be like, Vince, go fuck yourself. How about that? Like, who the fuck are you?
Well, he's Vince Vaughn and you're the one trying to meet him. So
Yeah, but I wouldn't really want to
like,
go.
why would you be
I
an
wouldn't really
asshole
wanna-
because he doesn't want to be bothered again?
Because I wouldn't really go up to him. Maybe he would want a haircut from me. I don't fucking know.
I doubt it. He's probably got someone who does that for him.
I don't. I have another movie I can watch. I don't need to watch his fucking movie either.
Yeah, but you're the one who said if I went up to him, like he's not gonna approach you
All right.
ever.
You know what? I take it back. I'm not going up to him.
Yeah, like you're gonna be an asshole.
If
to
I
him for
bump
no-
into him in the
like
street,
that's what I love. Like how people are like he was an asshole. Yeah, because all
Yeah.
day he has to deal with people like you. Go, hey,
yeah,
hey,
I wouldn't go.
jeez.
Yeah.
Remember you said that in that movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what I said. Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Congratulations. You know
Very
the fucking
good.
movie. Shut up.
And like even now, like I used to be the guy that was like, let me get a picture with this person. Now I'm like, I can't. I'd feel like an asshole even asking.
Yeah, it's. I mean, depends.
No, like there's a little like even with Stallone, I probably wouldn't be like.
Nah, you gotta get a picture.
I would want to, but as a grown man to another grown man, like I just like I look at that and go, ugh,
Yeah,
ugh.
a little fanish, but it comes with the territory.
Yeah, well, that's why you shouldn't call him a fucking asshole if he doesn't want to waste his time with you. That's my point. Like,
Point taken.
you're the one giving him shit because he doesn't want to be bothered. And most of these people will bother these people. Like, I heard stories where they'll wait. They see him go in the bathroom,
Oh,
and they'll
God.
wait outside the bathroom door, not like
Yeah.
at the shitter door,
Yeah.
but outside, like
Yeah.
the entrance to the bathroom,
That's
and get
fucked
him
up.
there. And it's like, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
come
while
on.
they're eating, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
Yeah.
no one wants to be bothered like
That's
that
not
ever.
nice.
Like when you're eating, think of it this way: when you're eating, right? You're mid eating, and the waiter comes over and starts talking to you. You're most people are probably like, oh, just get the fuck. I'm eating. Get the fuck. Yeah, it's good. Bye.
Yeah.
Like you're not a dick. You're not rude. But in your head, you're going, I'm eating.
Yeah.
Like leave me the fuck alone. Like it's great. Get the fuck out of here.
Of course.
Now imagine 20 people doing that every time you eat in a restaurant, or 100 people doing it every
Yeah.
time you eat in a restaurant, every fucking day,
Yeah. It's annoying me thinking about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, here's how you can relate. When you were at the top of the game of the Barbie game, right?
Yeah.
You were quasi hood celebrity.
Okay.
Like
Yes.
Richie the barber was a thing.
It was a household name.
It was in our neighborhood. If you got cut by Richie, you were someone special, and you were getting cut by the best,
Yeah.
right? Now, every now and then, some fucking knucklehead while you were cutting would come over that you don't know,
Mm.
and would be like, "Hey, Rich,"
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then they would just stand there or like try to engage you in conversation.
Yeah. I've been there before.
Because now they want to be in the epicenter of the Richie world.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
and
it.
you would be like, dude, I don't get the fuck out of here. Like, you
Yeah.
wouldn't say that because you're
Yeah.
a nice guy.
Yeah.
But I'm sure in your head, you're going, what the fuck are you doing over here?
Yeah.
Especially at the peak of your game.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm sure you had a little big head during the time.
Not too much. You know me. I'm not too.
No, you're not. But,
not.
But you keep shit inside. And I'm sure a little bit inside, you were like, dude. You know
yeah,
what
but
the
I'm
fuck,
not.
like-
I'm not unapproachable either. But I get what you're saying.
But you understand what I'm saying.
Of course I do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a line of like kind of like a privacy that you do expect people to uphold.
Or
you know?
they come up to you and tell you something about you
Yes, they always do that.
that you're like, that they heard. Like
Yeah.
they don't even, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they'll pass it off if maybe they were there or whatever
Yeah.
the case may be.
Of
And
course.
try to now
I still get those.
buddy
It's so
up
weird.
with you doing that.
I
you
still
know?
get that. Oh my god, yeah. Sometimes I get a kick out of it.
Like
though,
even
'cause
back
it's like,
then
yeah.
though, like I was never like imposing with you. Like
No.
it was just like,
What's up, Rich?
yeah, what up,
what's
Rich? And
Yeah.
I would pass and go to Pat or Dougie at the time. And
Yeah.
then, like, as conversation started, me and you gradually started bullshitting with each other.
Yeah.
And it became a natural, like, oh, yeah, we get along. This is a normal thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, hey, after this, want to go get a drink? Like, what are you doing? Like, dude, like, relax.
It's like, when are you gonna fuck me? All
yeah,
right.
relax, bro.
What the
Chill.
fuck? Nah, yeah, I hear you.
And if you're a celebrity, like, just imagine how annoying.
That's
that
gotta
would-
be
like,
really
I would
annoying.
hate it.
You know what it is though? They reap the benefits. They have the houses because of it. They have the cars because of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes. It's got to come with the territory.
Like, if I was ever, I would despise it. I would be like the most unapproachable celebrity ever. I
yeah,
really would.
But if you would,
If I'm out doing a gig type of thing, fine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if it's an appearance, fine. If I'm out doing personal shit,
Yeah.
get the fuck away from me.
yeah,
Like, get away from me. I'm fucking eating. I'm shopping. I'm getting in my
yeah,
car.
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, I really would be, though. Like, fuck you. Yeah, I'm an asshole. That's right. Go fuck yourself. Thanks for supporting whatever the fuck I do. But leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Thank you for buying my movie, but fuck you. That's
Pretty
how
much.
You, that's how you would be.
pretty
Definitely.
much. You know, like, we're not friends. I'm not here. We're not going to become friends. Because some of these people in their heads, they're like,
Oh, we're gonna smoke a
we're going to
joint.
become best friends.
Yeah, we're gonna smoke. I'm gonna smoke a joint with Rocky this
Yeah,
Tuesday.
Yeah, like, and then that's it. Like, we're gonna be having dinners together, and he's gonna invite me over for movie nights. And, you know, it's like, but that's how some people are. You know?
Yeah,
and,
I get it.
and not some, a lot of people,
Yeah.
because they just want to feel that energy that person brings. You know, that person lives in. Yeah, and. I don't know. This all started because this guy just told us he met Tommy Dreamer. It's hilarious. Fuck you and your Tommy Dreamer story, huh?
Go fuck yourself. How about that?
I'm just kidding. We love you. Thanks for watching. Who was that? I'm picking on him over here.
I think it was Josh, but I'm not
No,
sure.
that wasn't Josh. That was someone else. That
Was
was
it?
someone else. Jeebus the God, I think, right? Yeah, it was.
Jeebus.
Jeebus the God. We love Jeebus, actually. He's one of my favorite people. He's been around forever.
Yep.
One of our biggest supporters. Snapple fact, I've known Rocky since I'm 12 years old, and I've known Richie since I'm 16 years old. I'm 36 now. Oh, well, Frankie, I'm sure everyone's impressed with that.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Frankie. How
Yeah.
about that?
No, you've known me since you were younger than 12, because I've known your sister since I'm 12. So you had to have been, what, 10? You're 36? Yeah, so you were 10.
Wow.
So look, you don't even know your own Snapple facts. Fucking guy.
I love Frankie's sister. What's up, Nicole?
Nicole,
One of
yeah,
the
she
best
was
people
one of the
ever.
greatest people, neighborhood girl. That was
Awesome.
just awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. So, but Frankie's all right, too.
Yeah,
you know.
man.
But,
Love
I mean, his
Frankie.
sister was always, there was Nicole up here, and then, oh, you're Nicole's little brother.
Oh,
That's Frankie's world. That's Frankie's world.
shit.
But he stayed safe because of that shit.
Yeah.
He stayed real fucking safe because of that. He had literally everybody in the neighborhood
Yeah.
watching out for him.
Of
Like,
course
it didn't
he
matter
did.
who it was. Like,
Of
there was
course.
like skaters, the drug dealers, the
Yeah.
gang. Everybody
Yeah.
was like, "That's Messina's little brother. Make sure he's all right."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like no matter what.
Yeah.
So Frankie's amazing though. He's one of my favorites. Frankie, the fight. Take off, you fucking piece of shit, and come over for the fight.
This is the Tyson.
Tyson Jones. We
Tyson
got 2
Jones.
weeks.
I can't wait. This. Where are we coming here?
Dude, there's a Jake Paul and Nate Robinson
Yes.
fight underneath. Nate Robinson's like 5'2".
I can't wait to watch.
Jake
all
Paul's
of
like
those fights.
6'3".
Yeah, I can't wait to watch these fights. There's gonna be fucking dope. Oh, is everybody coming here? Is that what we're doing?
There's gonna be people here. I'm not going too crazy. There'll-
10, 20?
Yeah, like 10 to 15.
Okay.
Well, 10, right?
10.
10.
Yes.
It's gonna be 10 people.
10.
Exactly 10.
All right.
No more, no less. Exactly. 10.
And that's gonna be a Saturday night, I hope, right?
Saturday night, November 28th. We'll be live, I'm sure.
Wow. That's right after Thanksgiving. All right. Yeah.
Wait,
that's
November
gonna be-
28th, though. Are you gonna be able to swing that?
That's Sonny's birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll figure it out one way or
I mean,
the
it
other.
starts at 9.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see what the problem is. So.
Yeah. And I mean, my girls are going over to another person's house to like hang out. Danny's gonna watch the daughter and bring Val there. Maybe Sonny comes and goes with them.
We'll figure it out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have all the friends over.
That's it. The 28th is also the day of the accident.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
22 years this
Why
year.
don't you explain that? How about
I've
that?
talked about it on here before.
No, you haven't talked about that. And if you
It's
had, it
a
was
long
fucking
time
years ago.
All right. This was 1998, November 28th. I remember it extremely vividly. It was one of the most horrific things in my life. We were. I was 16, hanging out with all my buddies, ages from 16 to 18 in that ballpark.
Yeah.
And we're all driving. I wasn't driving at the time.
Is this during lunch or is this at
No,
night?
this was at night.
Okay.
This was at night, and we all met up at Raina's. I remember we went up to Raina's.
It was a park. It was like a handball
park.
Yeah.
And then we all heard Bubba. Remember Bubba in your brother's grade?
Yeah.
We all heard he was having a party, which he notoriously threw parties. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we all got in the car, my friend Kenny's car, and it was me and 6 of us because there was 4 in the back, 1 in the front. Right? We had 1 extra in the back, packed out. He had a Cutlass Sierra, and we met up with our friend Pierre, who had a Camaro Z28, brand new. It was beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, well, pretty much.
Yeah.
If it was a year or 2 old, but it was pretty much brand new.
Yeah.
And it was Pierre driving, Pat in the front, Barry and Andy in the back. They had room for 1 more,
Yeah.
but we all stayed in Kenny's car, and thank God we did.
Yeah.
But also, like, I wonder, because the butterfly effect, it could have changed the trajectory. And
Yes.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But whatever.
Was there any chance of you getting in that car or no?
No, I wouldn't have gotten that car.
Okay.
No. Actually, I mean, there could have been,
Yeah.
but, like,
Yeah. There's no prior. Like if you were talking to one of them beforehand, maybe that could have.
but no, like, we caught up with them over by the dairy barn up here,
Okay.
the one on Hawkins.
All right. So.
And we were like, yo, Bubba's having a party. Let's all go shoot over there, and we'll all go hang out.
Yeah.
I took a gel tab. For the people who don't know, gel tab is acid.
Acid. Yeah.
So I'm now tripping out. Not hard. I took like a half. So I was like not out of my face tripping, but
yeah, you were rolling a little bit.
a little bit.
Okay.
And we go to Bubba's, no party. Dead as could be. So now we're like, fuck, all right, what are we going to do? We heard there was another party somewhere else. So we start now going. We're on this road called Senecal Road.
Are you following them?
They were actually behind us.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, they were
Okay.
behind us.
Directly or?
Yes, directly behind us.
Okay.
Because they were following us to wherever the hell, I forget where we were going, but they were following us there.
Okay.
And again, we're first-time drivers. We're all kids. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You do dumb shit.
Yeah.
All right? I'm not saying this is glamorous. It's not. 3 people died because of it. Well, they all ended up dying in the long run, but 3 people died because directly of this accident. So we're now driving on Senecal Road. Senecal Road is kind of a little curvy, and there's this one hill that when you come up to it, you can't really see. It's not big,
Yeah.
but because of the the depth and the perception or whatever, you can't really see
And
what's coming your way.
One of the unique factors about that road is that on one side that there's trees and houses, on the other side there is a plain field with just a Christ on
a
a cross.
shrine, I thought it was a Mother Mary.
Yeah,
shrine.
something like
It's
that.
some kind of religious shrine.
Yeah.
And now, I even remember one of us saying, like, hey, buckle up, like being dicks. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like being jerk-offs.
Yeah.
So now we're going down this road, and they start driving like idiots, you know? And, of course, as kids, we're invincible. Hey, we're all having fun,
Yeah.
you know? So Kenny driving. Now, Pierre's got the Z28. This thing kicks.
Yeah. It's
You know? Yeah. So Senecal Road, it's one way each way. There's no double lanes, but
Yeah.
Pierre goes, I'm going to pass you.
Yeah.
So he does that right at that point when you can't really see.
Yeah.
So he passes. As he comes up, he's probably halfway past our car. Headlights
Oh,
from the
shit.
other way.
Yeah.
And we see it. And everyone's like, oh, fuck. He punches it.
Yeah.
Zooms. He makes it.
Yeah.
Passes us. Gets in. Misses the other car. But as he did that, slid out.
Wow.
He slid out and his ass kicked out and drove directly into a solid fucking tree.
Oh,
This
yeah, that tree
it
was
a big
it
fucking
looked
tree.
like a 150-year-old
Didn't budge.
tree.
Didn't budge. Like, it was one of those trees that the only mark it had was some bark was missing.
Oh my god.
And they fucking
That's a dead stop.
smashed. Yeah, it was done. That was it. This car was demolished. Like, it was smashed into this tree. Like, they literally wrapped around it. You could see the marks from them wrapping around the tree and then came back from where they hit and landed.
Holy
And when we
fuck.
pull up, all we see is literally like the car just kind of like not even stop. It was already stopped at that point. But when we get out, you can hear the radiator caps blowing off. The radio's still going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now it was 11-ish, somewhere between 10:30 and 11:30 probably.
Now you pull up. What is the scene?
Panic.
No, I'm saying like what is the car? Like what's?
Oh, the car's crumbled.
Okay.
Crumbled.
Can you see any of the guys in that car?
No.
did-
The only one you could see somewhat was Pat because he was in the passenger and they hit Pierre's side more than Pat's side,
Yeah.
the driver's side.
Yeah.
Andy, whose brother was in the car with us, his older brother was in the car with us.
Yeah.
He was kind of slunched out of the back window, like the side back window.
Yeah.
And we all like remember this. His brother walks up and just like his head was split, and he walks up and just grabs his brother's head and kind of just
Put
and
meshes it
yeah,
together.
and like he had
Wait, his head was
yeah,
cracked
yeah.
open.
And Chris had I remember he had like a teardrop of blood, pretty much, not from him, from his brother's blood.
Yeah.
Pierre, the engine literally was on him, you couldn't see him.
Really?
And Pierre was a big boy, he was short, but he
Yeah.
was a solid fucking kid.
Yeah. The engine was just.
Yeah, and Barry was just stuffed in the trunk. Barry was little, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he lived the longest other than the sole survivor. Barry lived for a few weeks into December. He lived this again. It happened on November 28th. He lived to the 12th, I believe, is when he passed away. So Andy and Pierre pretty much died on the scene.
Wow.
We all get out the car. This is before cell phones, really.
Yeah.
Some people had them, but
Yeah,
they
yeah,
weren't a thing. Not even Nextel yet.
Yeah.
And we get out, and now we're banging on the person's house, so it is, but it's fucking almost midnight,
Yeah.
and they're all asleep.
Oh my
So
God.
they turn on the lights thinking, what the fuck is going on? So I remember this kid, Willie Deshevsky, pulls up, and he sees the wreckage. He just happened to be passing.
Yeah.
We knew him. He was in our grade. He wasn't a friend, but, he was an acquaintance. Yeah. He gets out. He's like, I have a cell phone. Who do you guys, you want me to call the cop? Call the fucking ambulance. Get the ambulance here. So, again, now I'm tripping. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Holy
my
shit.
God.
Again, not heavy,
Yeah.
but enough to, really be like...
And you're just standing back, just soaking all of this in.
At first, I walked over to see if I could help or do something, and obviously we couldn't do anything. So
Yeah.
then, once that happened, my cousin was there, and
Now, is anybody moving inside the car? Or?
oh no, there's no movement at all. No, none whatsoever.
Wow.
Zero
Holy
movement.
fuck.
So my cousin and Jared, they grabbed me like, "Yo, come over here. You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm I'm good." I was.
Yeah.
But again, I just threw that in there so people can kind of relate more to what the fuck is going on in my head.
Of course.
So because that's a sobering thing. Immediately, almost everything washes away. Where you're because you're so adrenaline and so
Yeah.
you're not feeling that anymore. After everything settled down a little bit, I still had some after effects, but at that point it was hours
There's
later.
such a harsh reality
Yeah.
that it's.
And now we're all sitting there waiting for the cops. The cops come. It turns into chaos. My cousin almost gets arrested. I have to pull him away from the police. I'm like, dude, stop. We need to go to the fucking hospital. So we all get into our friend Jamie's mom because literally everyone came there. There was 100 kids within 10 minutes at this fucking tree
Oh
because
my
the
God.
word passed around, they got into an accident. And these kids were again, not
Yeah.
to blow my own horn, but we were
Of
the upper
course.
echelons of our era.
Yeah, and we went to school. Our graduating class was 2,000 people.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
we went
as
to school
soon
with a
as-
lot of people.
As soon as word got around, there was literally hundreds of kids now. And Senecal's blocked off both ways.
Yeah.
But now they parked in Strathmore parking lot and walked down. And
Yeah.
Taylor's fucking fighting with the cops. I'm like, dude, get the fuck, we got to leave. We're the last ones there because they have to question us.
Yeah.
So
Now, how the fuck? Now,
I walked away. They told me, they're like, just go. But you
yeah,
want
because they gotta take that car apart, and these
oh,
kids
dude, Jaws of Life.
and these kids are crushed with.
Yeah.
They're in the car.
Jaws of Life for Andy and for Pierre, for all of them. I mean, they had to use it to just be able to move stuff around.
Yeah.
So we get to the hospital finally, and we're all sitting there now just praying. We're all, it's silent. There's 100 kids there, but it's fucking silent. No
Yeah.
one's talking. Everyone's just crying or just stunned. I can't believe this just fucking happened.
Wow.
And Andy's dad walked out, and he had a bag of Andy's clothes. And we all just, done. We all lost it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
We knew Pierre because I remember Taylor, he saw one of the paramedics like point to another one and go, like signaling, no, this one's done. Like there's no, we get the body bag, it's over.
Yeah.
So we knew Pierre was done. We didn't know anything about anyone else though. They were ambulanced. Ambulanced out. So they're alive. If you're in an ambulance, you're alive.
Yeah.
You're not in a coroner, man.
Yeah.
So Andy's dad comes out, and we see that, and he didn't even have to say anything. We all just knew. We were just like, fuck. Like, you could just see it on his face, and we were just like, fuck. The 2 friends that night dead. Like, and they were close friends of mine. I when I first went into high school, the way our high schools and schools was set up, you had 2 junior high schools, which were rivals, as I throw up air quotes. You just were because we went to different schools. It's not like there was a real rivalry, though. Because the second you went to South,
everybody was together.
Everybody was together, and you either heard of some people or, you know, whatever.
Or you
the
just
case
fought
may
with
be.
some people, now you're friends.
Yeah, but I had the luxury of having my cousin Taylor go to the other school. So, and I grew up with a lot of kids in the other school.
Yeah.
So when I came back from Texas, I was in the district where you went to the other one, not where all my old friends were.
Yeah.
But I still kept in touch with all of them. So I knew everybody from both worlds. So when I went into South, I kind of bridged the gap. But I also like went in and was like, oh yeah, no, this isn't new to me. Like we hung out all summer.
Yeah.
You know, like I know these people. And then Andy and Pierre, like once 9th grade hit, I immediately like started hanging out with them like kind of regularly. Like I went to Pierre's birthday party at his house.
Now you said that they all wound up dying. Now let me tell you
Well, let me
about.
finish. Hold on.
All right,
so because all right, so now it's however many days later, and the wake, the way it was set up. Now again, you're 16. Like this isn't shit you should be doing. And just to like give you an idea of the shit we've dealt with. When I was 12, our friend Jimmy fell through a skylight of an elementary school gymnasium and died. That was our first brush with a friend dying at 12.
Yeah.
So it's not like this was new to us, but now it's like, oh, your friends are dying again, and guess what? You're going to go to a wake, and on that side's one friend, and on that side's the other.
Wow.
Literally in the same funeral home. They just opened up the wall that usually would, separate 2 wakes.
Yeah.
Opened it up. I mean, for miles there was lines.
Oh my God, that must
for
have been
miles.
huge.
It was endless, and like it was one of the worst like scenes you could see because it was just 2 young kids who had their whole lives ahead of them now laying in these boxes across from each other over one stupid mistake, and so we dealt with that, and then 2 weeks later, like I said. Then Barry dies. So, like, you're not getting over it, but you're at least like, all right, we're a few weeks past, and Barry was like, there was hope because he was living. He was alive for 2 weeks.
And now Pat was in the clear at this point, or he was his back was fucked up.
He was
right?
fucked up, but I think at that point we were like, he's gonna live.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be all right. He's gonna have a long ass fucking recovery, and it was like a year before we saw Pat.
Never recovered.
No, emotionally and
talk about Pat for a minute. Pat, I know Pat. I know Pat very well. I used
got
to hang
along
out
with Pat. I used to hang out with Pat, but Pat.
He had such bad demons,
and he was just not a nice person to the people that he didn't like, which was a lot of people.
Yeah.
So,
he had a few people he respected,
but
and
the people he liked, he would die for.
Yeah,
like that was a lot of people in our
people.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people in our neighborhood, most people would be like, that guy was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But the people that he rode with would be like, yeah, but he'll fucking die for his friends.
Yeah.
Like his friends mean more to him than his own fucking parents. Like, and a lot of people in our neighborhood like that because we all kind of grew up that way.
Yeah.
Like we all would rather be together than be with our own families because that's how close we all were. Like it was like a gang mentality almost, like this is our family.
Of course.
And Pat got a second chance and we all just watched him just piss it away. And it like broke all our hearts because it was like, you knew deep down there was this nice kid.
Yeah.
Like you saw it.
Yeah.
Like you were like, there's a great kid there.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he just didn't want to be that kid. He thought being an asshole and being a tough guy was better
more
for
of
him.
a junkie. He
became one.
Yeah,
and the funny thing was he played the role of tough guy because he never had a fight in his life.
Yeah, no,
a single one.
No, he would always call my phone or something.
Yeah, or Pierre or Chris, whoever.
Yeah.
But you know, and you watched it, and then he became an addict, and he passed away, and you were just like,
You know what's fucked up? His passing away. It was what was it? His son's. It was his son's.
son to
his son.
daughters, something.
His son was born,
and
right?
He died.
And while his son was born in the hospital, he was shooting dope in the bathroom
OD'd,
and
right?
fucking OD'd while his son was, pretty
And
much
we all
being
sat
born.
there and like, especially like witnessing the scene and everything. I was like, what the fuck, dude? These two, the three that aren't here, like are looking at you going, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, why are you doing this?
Like we all died that night. You
Yeah.
didn't,
Yeah.
and you fucking do this with your life, you asshole.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Like, and I don't
Such a
mean to
waste.
speak ill of the dead. I was friends
Yeah.
with Pat,
But it was
like
a waste.
you look at that and you go, dude, like, and I get it. You know, like you go
The
one of two
trauma,
ways. Yeah, you go one of two ways. The trauma fucks you up for life, or you look at it and it's like, all right, this is my second chance.
Yeah.
And some
And
people
he never looked at it like
he
that.
didn't. He didn't. Which maybe he didn't have the people sitting there telling him that.
Yeah.
You know, that could also be the case. You know, he was around a lot of shitty people too.
Yeah.
It's not like the people he was around were caring people.
No.
You know,
Now, our neighborhood, our neighborhood was it was a little rough. You know, it was very cold. You
like
know?
people look at it and go, "Oh, you grew up in the suburbs," but it's like, yeah, but like
To an
Ronkonkoma is a
extent.
weird place because yes, it's the suburbs, but we made it feel like kind of like how like a small part of Queens would be, or like because there was town, and
Yeah.
town was more urban-ish.
Yeah.
Like there was, store after store after store. There was shopping centers. There was, and along this one road called Portion Road. That's all you have.
Yeah.
So like that's where we would be hanging out in the parking lots or in front of stores or on the side of the store playing handball or. you know.
Madalena said survivor's guilt. Which
Yeah, that's a thing too.
Yeah.
And absolutely, again,
he always was like that with survivor. Now that she says that, it's very
no,
familiar.
he never talked about it though. He
Yeah.
would not talk about it. And
like
it-
he shouldn't be. Like he doesn't want to be here since they're not here. He
pretty
was-
much that's the way he took it.
Yeah.
That's the way he took it. Like
Yeah.
I should be with them.
Yes.
Like, and it sucks to live that way, and that's why like I don't want to speak bad about Pat because he was a great guy. He really was. He when he was a great guy, there was no one better.
Yeah.
Like, he was one of those people that you would look at and go,
Yeah.
I love having this guy on my side.
Yeah, he was
You
a
know what I
little
mean?
brother to me, and it was a shame to see him. It was a shame to see him, take that path. I was with him a lot at that time, and when he started getting really bad, he would come over, and I was sober at the time, and I was just like, "Yo, I can't do this with you, man. Like, I'm getting too old for this. I can't do it. I'm gonna fucking die. I don't want to do this, you know."
Roger Murtaugh his ass.
And what?
Roger Murtaugh his ass.
Oh.
12 his shit rigs.
Sucks.
Where's Vince? Someone said Vince is in the house. I don't see Vince anywhere. Esco, what up, you motherfucker? Yo, I got a new phone. I lost your number. I want you to come do the show again, you piece of shit. Get in touch with me. I loved when he was on. First time on the live. Love this show. Rocky Richie, what up? What up, Maturity Productions? I don't know who you are. Welcome to the first time being live with us.
There you go.
We love having newcomers here. Spread the word. Jesus Christ. Look at 18 watching. That's not bad. But
Yeah.
spread the word. Tell your friend to tell a friend.
And we're at that time anyway, so.
Are we?
Yeah. it's-
No fucking way. Nah, we got a few minutes.
What
We
do
got
you-
a few minutes.
What do you got on it? Let's do a little bit of a rundown. We had a pretty good show so far. It was
We got
pretty
real with you
action-packed.
guys. Yeah. And
And I don't want to say anything to kind of ruin the fucking, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
no, I know, I get it, but and it's close to it. And you brought and when like last week, Jess brought up Sonny's birthday, and she said the day, and I'm like, that day is glued to my. If I get dementia, I'll still, if someone goes, it's November 28th, I'll still go, oh, on that day,
Yeah.
because it's.
That's the day.
How do you forget that?
You don't.
You know what I mean? You watch 3 of your fucking friends die in front of you.
Yeah.
Like it's just, it is what it is, And that was like the beginning. Oh, and then a month after that, right? So Barry died December 12th. A month and a half after that, the end of January, my nanny died, who was my mother's mother. She was my A grandparent, we'll just say. Like
Yeah.
my nanny was my everything.
Yeah.
Like when it came to grandparents, that was my fucking everything. So I had 2 friends die on the 28th. Another Barry was like a best friend. We grew up together since junior high school. We were really tight. He died the 12th, and then a month and a half later, my grandmother dies. So within 2 months, I lost 4 really close people to me. One of them being one of the closest people in the world to me. after that, like that's when my whole like fuck it attitude kind of came in, where I was like, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Like fuck it, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
and not like in a negative way, but like in a way of like, this is really what like doing, like worrying about.
Yeah.
Like really.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, like, outlook definitely changed there. And everyone has those moments. I remember for Taylor, it was when Jimmy died.
Yeah.
I remember the moment. We were out skating, and he was one of the biggest skaters in the crew. Rad Crew 1212. Shout out Rad Crew. And we were at the side of Caldors. He went to do like a kickflip or something. Fucked it up. Picked up his board. Fuck this. Threw it down. It's like, I'm done with this shit. Never skated again. And from that day, the Taylor that was the day he was born. The no fear, just fucking, 100 miles an hour all the time. That Taylor that everybody knew was born that day. And I remember being there watching him throw his board. And I saw the look in his face. And, the following months, obviously, you could see a difference. But I remember that was the moment. Like, that was the moment right there where everything changed for him.
Wow.
Where he was just like, fuck it, no more running from the cops. No more running from people, neighborhood people when we're in brawls and shit. Like, I'm
Yeah.
going to be the first one in the brawl.
Yeah.
And that's the Taylor everyone now knows, the legend of
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah.
And I remember that day. And I remember looking at him throw his skateboard, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, we're moving on to a new stage of our life,
Yeah.
And I say that because our stage, because me and Taylor were that synonymous together. Like, if this is the way you're going, I'm going with you. And if this is the way I'm going,
Yeah.
he's coming with me.
Yeah, I remember
Right.
when you guys had the place together and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it was just, we had it not easy. Like, that's why, I look at some people on here and in the internet and all this shit. I'm like, you don't know fucking nothing. Like, you're crying because your TV broke. Like, you're crying because,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know a hard fucking time. Like, hard time is losing friends constantly. Like, there was a time,
Every fucking year, every
Like,
other
multiple,
month,
yeah.
fucking just all the time.
like, I can count on my hands and toes within a 5-year span of how many people we lost.
You know what it is too, especially how many people that, like you said, we went to school with a lot of people, so we knew and we hung out with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And with hanging out
And
with,
sometimes-
growing up with a lot of people, this is a lot of deaths.
And sometimes you would get the news and you go, yeah, it makes sense. And
Yeah.
then sometimes you get the news and you
Like,
just be
what the fuck? Like, not him.
Like Dougie, that one was like out of nowhere.
Yeah, that fucked me up.
That one fucked you up.
Yeah.
That one changed you.
Yeah.
Like that one, that's when me and you became tight.
Yeah.
So if that never happened, you'd probably never have a Super Ugly show,
No.
to be perfectly honest with you.
No.
But I remember that was kind of your like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
a lot of it's bullshit. Like, I
Yeah.
could tell with you, like, you were more serious before Dougie died. Like, you were more of a serious person.
Yeah.
And then after the fact, you were more just like, it's not like, this is all bullshit. Like, and I don't mean it in a way of like you give up. I mean it in a way of like you look at the important things more than
Of course.
the nonsense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just
I don't sweat the small shit anymore.
no.
You
And I
know?
think before that, that's what I mean. Like before then, I think you kind of did a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you kind of cared about your image. And,
Oh, something.
you
Yeah.
know, and I'm not saying you just you don't care about how you look.
Nah,
but
but
you're not sitting there going, make
Oh,
sure
does-
this is perfect.
yeah.
and,
Do I look stupid
make sure
doing
everybody
this?
knows my wallet's Louis Vuitton, and
Yeah.
like that type.
I
of
can give a
shit.
fuck what people think of me. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So,
It was it was fun, but I wouldn't wish it on people in my life. Like, it wasn't easy. Like,
Yeah.
I had it easy because I wasn't poor. My mom had a good job. Like, that was like the best part of it. Like, at least I had a good home. But my mother was single. My father died when I was young. So, there was that part to it too. But my mother had a great job. I always had everything I wanted. But I was an asshole to her too, though. Like, I look back and go, I was a piece of shit to my mother and I shouldn't have been.
yeah.
So now I have that guilt as a man and go, oh, God, like that. Well, she was this hardworking person
Yeah.
raising 2 boys on her own.
Yeah. And, there
And
you are being
I
a
took
fucking.
complete advantage of it and was just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And now, like, I regret it horribly. There's so much regret,
Of
But
course.
now, but I also look and go, well, I wouldn't have everything I have now if I didn't live that life.
Yeah.
So, there's both sides of the coin. But you live and learn, and, we're here now, and we made it. So,
Yep.
yeah.
And now we got a Super Ugly Show.
Now we got a
what was it,
Super
5
Ugly
years strong now?
I think we're going
Almost
on 6.
4, 5, something like that.
I think we're going on 6.
I don't know.
I
But
think March will be 6,
yeah.
right? 2021.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think March is going to be 6. So, it's fucking, that's what it is. And we're still, here on YouTube and on russosbrand.com, of course, where you can sign up for only $3.95 a month and get a tremendous amount of brand new content every single week. So go to russosbrand.com right now and subscribe. Tell them Super Ugly Show sent you. Also go to Opie Radio and subscribe to the Opie Radio podcast. Wherever you get your podcasts, go there and subscribe and leave a comment. Say Super Ugly sent us. StatementGames.com. Go to StatementGames.com right now, and you can place free bets, and you can win real prizes, cash gift cards, and memorabilia, and all sorts of cool shit, and it won't cost you a dime. So go to StatementGames.com. Stay tuned. Unfiltered Marriage is finally back this week.
Nice. About freaking time.
So stay tuned for that at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. If you're listening to us on the brand, and you are, there is no video version anymore of us, I don't think, on the brand. I think we're only audio now.
Really?
I think so. But if you're listening to us on the brand, we're live every Tuesday night. All you got to do is go to YouTube, type in Super Ugly Show in that little search bar, find the channel, and hit that subscribe button and that little bell right next to it, and you will be alerted when we go live every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can call in. I don't know if the Skype is even open tonight, but it wasn't. But you can call in if we have it open. We have the chat that you can go into. Let me real quick shout out everybody in the chat before we get out of here. Maturity Productions, first timer. Shout out to him. Josh Anderson, Madalena, Big Josh, Sean Esco, my brother from another mother. Rad Crew 1212. He's an old timer with me. Madalena, Big Josh. Who else? Frankie, of course. Doug Fox. Beersy, what up? Joe Miko, he's another one. He's a diehard. He loves us, that guy. He's interactive on our Twitter. Not Twitter, our Facebook. And also go to Facebook, Super Ugly Show and Unfiltered Marriage. Join the group. A lot of fun shit going on over there all the time. Jeebus the God. Love Jeebus. And if I missed anybody, sorry, but we love you. Stay tuned. Unfiltered Marriage is up next. Thanks for checking us out. Sorry it's a little morbid this week. Next week we'll get back to the funny. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Peace.